Now, video games have come a long way in terms of storytelling, mechanics, and gameplay, and most of all, what we see when we compare it to the past, the graphics. And talking about that, the technology has come so far to the extent where character models can be perfectly created using real-world people, and that same technology can also be used to capture their performance for any given scene in a video game. Now, there's been a lot of video game characters, male and female, ranging from normal to iconic, but in this video I'm talking about the female video game characters and the actresses who have lent their face and body for the recreation of a video game character, and sometimes lend their voice as well, which some of the ladies on these videos do not. So these are 12 female video game characters and their face model. Starting at number 12, we have Ellie from The Last of Us franchise. Samara Cohen is the lady whose face Ellie is modeled after. From what I could find, doing this research on her, she's an actress, model, and singer, but she's mostly known for her commercials that she did when she was younger. Now, the character Ellie is not voiced by her, but by the amazing Ashley Johnson, who's an actress and producer. You may recognize her from Blind Spot, the TV show as Patterson. She was also the waitress in the Avengers movie, the first one. She was also in Legend of the Vox Machina as Pike, and has voiced Gwen Tennyson in so many Ben 10 TV shows, as well as numerous TV shows, both live action and animation, and lent a voice to numerous characters in video games as well. She also appeared in The Last of Us live action adaptation as Ellie's mother. That was a beautiful thing. Ellie giving birth to Ellie. At number 11, we have the character Dani Rojas from Far Cry 6. Nina Ganders, sorry if I mentioned the name wrongly, but she is the face model and also voiced the character in the game. She's fairly a new actress from what I could gather. She's mostly known in Designated Survivor as Kayla and as Shania in Swindler Seduction, among one-off appearances in few TV shows. Fun fact, she auditioned for a different role in the game, but I guess she did so well that she was offered the character Dani, the main character, which she absolutely did amazing with.
Young military dropout who wants nothing to do with Anton or the revolution. You just want to realize that the only chance to live free is to lead an army of rebels into a new revolution. With the
Not bad, Danny.
You guys, I didn't know it was going to be this thorough. Naveed, tell me to put on makeup next time.
Next at number 10, we have the character Jason Faden in the 2019 Control game. Courtney Hope not only lent her likeness, but also a voice to the character. She's an actress mostly known for her character Sally Spectra in The Bold and Beautiful and The Young and Restless, as well as some notable appearances here and there in some TV shows. Now, Courtney already worked with Remedy, the developers of this game, in the 2016 Quantum Break game, which I think her performance in that was what led Remedy to make this choice and cast her as the main character in their next game. At number 9, we have Senua from the Senua Saga franchise. Part 2 is yet to come out, but it's still the same Melina Juergens who's lending her face and voice and doing the performance capture for the character. Originally, a professional actress was actually the one who was hired to play the character, but I don't know whether it was scheduling conflict, but she dropped out last minute, and Ninja Theory they were all over the place, like, what are we gonna do? And then this lady, Melina Juergens, who was there, as a video editor and photographer, she was working on some developer diaries with them, as game developers usually do. And then they asked her to try it out. She was scared at first, but she said that it couldn't hurt. She did such an amazing job on her first day that they were like, why the hell didn't we choose her? And we're going to spend bank on another actress. So she just became, the character, lending a voice and a face. Never knew that she was an amazing actress, and she never did any acting as well. So it was a surprise to everyone. She's truly incredible. When you watch the performance capture, you watch her, get into her element. She's truly incredible. I wonder why she never got into acting. At number 8, we have Jill Valentine from the Resident Evil 3 remake, which obviously when it was coming out, before it came out, people thought that Julia Vaught was going to be the character model for Jill Valentine. She's an actress and a model, and she's been the character model for the character for numerous video games over the years. But when the first reveal came, we saw that this was definitely not Julia Vaught. And then later it was revealed that it was Sasha Zotova, who is a model, who only lent her body, her face, for the remodeling of this new Jill Valentine. And Nicole Tompkins was the one also lending her voice, as well as doing the performance capture.
Такое себе зрелище.
At number 7, we have Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West video games. Hana Hook is the actress/model whose likeness was used for the character Aloy. She's been in a couple of movies and some one-off appearances in some TV shows here and there. You might recognize her in the 2023 Cocaine Bear as Elsa, as Tiny in the movie The Helvig, her breakout role movie Hermel, among others. And it was Ashley Burch, a very known voice actress who voiced the character. And fun fact, the face model for Aloy was not found through the typical method of, auditions and actively seeking it out. I mean, they were seeking out, how the character should look. But it happened when one of the developers was sick at home, he was watching some TV, and then he saw Hannah, and it just clicked for him. This is the character, this is what we wanted to look like. Our number 6 is Miranda Lawson from the Mass Effect franchise. And those who have played the games or at least know about it and the characters, they know that these developers like putting a whole lot of celebrities in the game for their supporting characters. And one of them is Yvonne Strahovski, beautiful and talented actress who lent her voice and body for the character Miranda Lawson, one of the main companions of the character that you play as. Now you might recognize her because she's been in a lot of things, from being Sarah Walker in Chuck, to some it is a breakout role that introduced many people to her, to the TV show Dexter, to being Serena in The Handmaid's Tale. She voiced Batwoman in Batman Bad Blood. She was in I, Frankenstein, 24 Live Another Day, Manhattan Nocturne, the 2021 The Tomorrow War, amongst other appearances in some movies and TV shows as well. Now, when they were creating this character Miranda, they wanted someone who was beautiful, sexy, to go along with the personality, the character that she was in the game, designed to be this perfect being. And even though Yvonne is not perfect, she definitely fits all the other descriptions. And originally, Lawson was not part of Miranda's name. It was actually Solheim, a Norwegian word, but because of Yvonne's Australian background and them wanted to incorporate that personal trait into the character, they changed it to Lawson. At number 5, we have Nico from the 5th Devil May Cry game, in which Emily Bador, a British model, was used for the making of the character. Emily is known for her body positive posts on Instagram and has been featured in other LUK, Cosmopolitan, amongst others. Now, the English voice actress for her was Faye Kingsley, who also voiced Citra in the favorite Far Cry 3 game and was Faith in Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Now, the original voice actress for the character is a Japanese actress called Lin, which from doing a little research, she has voiced a lot of anime characters in so many anime movies and TV shows. Number 4 is Laughing Octopus in Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriot. South African model Lyndall Jarvis is the face behind this character, and the voice was Paula Tiso. And Haruna Haimoto was the Japanese version, which I couldn't find any pictures of her. One of the most memorable parts, of course, of MGS4 was the Beauty and the Beast unit, which I chose Laughing Octopus for this video. The other 3 ladies will be used in the next parts of this type of video. Now, Lyndall Jarvis was born and raised in Cape Town and was named the sexiest woman in South Africa by FHM in 2009. And now at number 3, we have Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. Yeah, going from MGS4 to MGS5. And the character Quiet was modeled and voiced with a performance capture as well done by the Netherlands actress Stephanie Julsten. Now, she moved to Japan as a student and completed a master's degree, fell in love with the culture and decided to stay for a while. She got in touch with a casting agency who specialized in casting Western models and decided to stay after making some living with her then budding modeling career. She then got a call after a while to audition for a role in a video game, and since she was into gaming, she decided like, wow, this is an opportunity. So even though she didn't know the type of game it was that she was auditioning for, when she got there and saw that it was Hideo Kojima, I mean, it made sense and knew instantly what she was in for. When she got there, she had an advantage over all the other girls who were there because of her experience in gaming and how handling a weapon should look like, and to be able to, act in that way, which the other ladies there for the auditions had no clue about. And of course, she was an easy pick from there. And of course, after that, she got her face scanned and then she received professional training for the motion/performance capture of the game. Now, since then, she's been in some low-budget indie movies here and there, but a recent project was voicing the character Vivienne in the 2023 Wanted Dead game.
Let me guess. It got heavier with mods, right? The balance is not there anymore, and that extra few pounds you gain result in better recoil management on the expense of your aim.
Pain. So
so much anguish and suffering. I am here to embrace it all.
At number 2, we have Panther from Cyberpunk 2077. Now, even up to now, with my knowledge and a couple of researches here and there, CD Projekt Red, who made Cyberpunk, have not yet come out to talk about who they modeled, the character Panther after. But obviously, we saw, gamers, those who have played or not played the game and have seen the character, know that she bears a striking resemblance to the actress Tristan Mays. Even she herself came out to talk about it. She even bought the game and played it. So yeah, it is not something that takes a rocket scientist to figure out that.
There seems to be a video game character out there that apparently looks just like me.
She was the inspiration behind the character, whether CD Projekt Red confirms it or not. Now, Tristan is mostly known for a character Riley Davis in the Maguire TV show, and before that making 7 appearances in 7 episodes of Vampire Diaries, among some one-off appearances in some TV shows. But Emily Wuzella is the lady who voiced Panther. She was the English voice actress for Saber in Fate/Stay Night anime, as well as other video game characters that she's lent a voice to. And at number 1, we have Eve from Stellar Blade. Yeah, I know that most of you or some of you have heard of the controversies that surrounded Stellar Blade, especially about, the censorship of some parts of the game and how the model, Eve was not realistic because of her assets and the jiggle physics. But I come to find out it was all real, as the developer revealed that the character model was based on a South Korean model called Shinjayan. I mean, sorry if I butchered the name, but if you see her Instagram page, it is then that you understand that, oh, this is why she was chosen. She does have the assets that is displayed in the form of the character Eve in Stellar Blade, and that such women do exist, not just in South Korea but all over the world. Now, Rebecca Hansen is the voice behind Eve. She was also the voice in Baldur's Gate 3 for 3 characters, Alfira, Yina, and Aurelia. She was also carried in the TV show Black Shore. She also voiced 4 characters in the recent Dragon's Dogma 2 and has appeared in 1 or 2 episodes of some TV shows here and there. Now that's it for the 12 amazing female video game characters and their face models / their voice actresses. As you can see, some of these actresses not only lent their likeness but also their voice to the character, whilst others were only the face of the character, whilst another actress voiced them, as well as doing the performance capture in most instances. Now do let me know in the comments below what you thought of this. With so many video game characters, both male and female, I think I will be making a part 2 and even more parts as time go on. I also have a video on the sexiest female video game characters, at least some of them for starters. So I hope you do check that video out and more on the channel, and also leave a like for this one. It does help the video and the channel out. Subscribe and turn on that notification bell not to miss any new video as well. As always, Nede Sage here. See you guys in the next one.